This time Yerushalmi Ma'asros in the article Oz V'Hadar edition of Daf Mem Aleph Amud Aleph, and we are 6 lines down. Tani Lo Yitlosh, which in the Vilna is on the Chabez on the base before the Mishnah. 4 lines above the Mishnah of the beginning of the Chabez. And the Mara says, Tani, lo yitlosh. If you have a pile of onions which took root on Shabbos, you should not pluck them from the ground. They actually not the ground, in the karka aliyah. You're not allowed to pluck them from the ground, from the karka aliyah. Ava v'talash. But if you did it. Not supposed to. You did it. Istana tani chayv. Those all it's they taking root in the aliyah, in the dirt of aliyah. It's taking root mamish, and you're chayav. It's in malach daraisa. Tana mutter. There's a Tana, however, says that it's mutter, which is amazing. That it shouldn't even read the brisa. Don't say lo yitlosh. Don't have that girsa, but rather mutter. Mutter l'toshan v'chatchila. As Chaim explains it, Kavanaki brings it down here. He doesn't distinguish between Yishrishu Ba'aliyah, or Yishishu Ba'kupos, or Yishishu in each other, right? They're all okay. Mutter to pluck them. Madamar Chayav. So the Manum said Chayav, Potter, Asur, Mutter. Nicha? Hard to read exactly that. It says, if one had said Chayiv and said a second said Potter, fine. When it said Asur, yeah, it said Mutter, that's Nicha. Because it's not a polar machlokas. Between Chayiv and Potter, or between Asur and Mutter. Those are machlokas we're used to, right? Chayiv and Potter, the rice of the Rabbanan. Asur Mutter, Asur the Rabbanan, Mutter the Rabbanan. But that would be okay. But to say that we have a polar machlokas, one says chayiv, one says mutter, how is that be? How can that be? Lo tzurcha da law mutter. It has to it's talking about really that it is mutter. In other words, yeah, mutter. The machlokas says whether mutter or potter. But not chayiv doesn't play a role here, right? If you choose, I guess if you go with the girza and the brisa mutter, then the flip side would be also. And Shimon Lakish Amar chayiv. Shimon Lakish says no, chayiv. On the contrary, chayiv. He holds the machlokas between chayiv and potter, and that's why that's what we saw. Remember, Shimon Lakish said yesterday. It was the day before already. Yesterday, Michael Shabbos Kami Ma'asros. I can leave Shabbos out of this, but Shabbos is much worse, right? That Ma'asros has to do with the intent of the Zoreh. But Shabbos it's mechuber. There's no intention involved. So that's what Shimon Lakish. She also holds that Nishrish Ba'aliyah is chayiv. Now I don't know about the Mustami. You agree that if it's Hushmish in the Kupa, Hushmish in each other, you're potter. But if it's Nishrish Ba'aliyah, it's chayiv, and therefore according to the version we have, I guess Rabbi Yochanan. The Rabbi Yochanan is not explicit. According to Rabbi Yochanan, because I had Rabbi Yochanan yesterday, right? So Shabbos Potter, and that would evidently what's going on in Aliyah. So I assume that it shows the other Yochanan's the other gear, with holy other gear stuff. It's not clear from the sugi like that. But in any event, so he would have the difference between Osir and Mutter. But according to Shlokish, the difference is Chayiv or Potter. So the halacha is brought down here. It's only about the Kavanaki is only about Ma'asros, it's not about Shabbos. So I can't tell you what he holds about Shabbos. I see that according to the art scroll, it is a machlokas kitzonis. It doesn't touch up like the Kavanaki that chayav, and the flip side is potter, but rather chayav flip side is not a mutter. Okay. Be as it may. Let the Mishnah Gimel. Halacha Beis. A person should not sell his fruit once he comes to his Ma'asros and that was we learned in the first parak, Mishnah Beis Adalit, Hatei Mishav Chilu, etc. They're also to eat achilas kva until you mice them. And it's talking about even mechubar. You shouldn't sell them. So you shouldn't sell them. Misha Eino Neman ala Ma'asros. The Kamanaki says, because Livnei Velo to Mechshel, because since they got to only Ma'asros, ready or nasa b'chilas kva, and the buyer is likely to bring them to some point to chilas kva, and also it brings down another reason here that you're mafkir the ma'asos and levim and anim in case he's somebody chashal ma'asos. Because at this point there was some smidgen of chiv already on them. True, there was still before the karka, but since got those ma'asos, you shouldn't sell them until you might them. V'chein b'zlo b'shvius l'mishu chashal shvius, you shouldn't tell them shmita. Shmita is somebody who's chashal on shmita. It's to say about somebody who selling. Gemara is going to say somebody who's selling his fruit with the field, because the fruit is supposed to be hefker, and I'll do schleir with them. And once they come to reach onas ma'asos, to be eaten b'kedusha shvius. So it seems to be those two reasons are linked together, two separate reasons. But anyways, it's a schleira and it's a schleira, so it's a little bit difficult. So therefore, the Gemara is saying, I just realized what I'm just reading the comment. He's saying, I just said scratch that. They say that what are you selling? So you're selling the fruit with your field. It's like a kinyan agav. In other words, you're selling the field. You can't sell the fruit itself. Selling the field. Nevertheless, you shouldn't sell the field because it's also b'schleira. The Chacham said no selling even the fruit agav the field, and you should make sure to eat the mekdusha shvius. Vim bichru, noitas b'chayros. If it's after the time they got to the time of bikurim, so then here it doesn't really mean the time bikurim, which normally the time bikurim, which is not really for anything, almost things start growing, but it means so if some of it reached the onas ma'asros, so then some of it reached a third growth and not the rest did not. So then the thing which is reached is in ma'asros, you should not sell. You can rest, you can sell. Okay, that's Mishnah Gimel. Mishnah Dalet is Lim Kodam is Timno Ves Gafto Ves Zagov. Person should not sell his leftover straw, because where there might be some wheat kernels left in. Gafto, his squeezed out olives. You know, squeezed out, there might be some oil left in them. And Zagov, his grape skins. Misha Eirin and Ma'asros, to somebody who's not credible, not believe the Ma'asros. Let's say a mashkin, if it's going to remove beverages to them, or for that matter, eat them. The Gafto Zagov is talking about the beverages. Tevno that he's going to eat them because obviously they were chayav and ma'asros. V'imotzi chayav and ma'asros. And if you did remove afterwards, extract additional olive oil, grape juice, wheat, you have to mice them separately because they're not included in what you originally gave. The Orthodox explains because you have to mice take off fi cheshbon precisely. So you can only take off fi cheshbon according to what you already have. You can't take into account something which you don't already have, which you anticipate you might get in the future by squeezing it again. Truma, but that's not true about truma because truma is nita b'oimet. Shatorim b'liba, so truma has in his mind kotim, tzodim, things which are cut off, and something which is on the side, and everything which is inside the hay, and also in this case, obviously we're including also any future beverage which might get squeezed out in the future. That's Mishnah Hey, Mishnah Vav. Mishnah Hey? That's Mishnah Dalet, right? That makes a difference. Yeah, it's Mishnah Dalet. Mishnah Hey. Okay, I've said it with Syria. It's if you buy a field in Syria, and you buy a field from a non-Jew. Okay, I say Syria. I say Syria. Where did I get that from? Sorry. Okay, I've said it with Yerek. Somebody went. Next line of Mishnah. Oh, it does say. It's never mind, I confused it. It's one more day. Okay, I've said it Yerek with Syria. You bought a vegetable patch in Syria. And it's interesting. The Kamaraki says even just what the vegetables without the ground. You might slow boil in a slice if you want them before it got to a third of its growth. They're chayiv. Shabbat the slice of veg reach a third of its growth before you bought them. Your potter. Loki kedarko b'holech. And in any event, you can gather. You should gather on your own and not through workers, in order that you should remember that it's only potter. That it's potter only because you bought it after Ernest Ma'asros. That's what Rash says. Fascinating shot. Okay. But after score probably like it says you can also hire workers to do it for you. I'm sure I said many of our morning Wednesday shub is not shulchan karka. There's when you only if you bought land. I was not shulchan karka if you didn't buy land together with the fruit. I'll be shlo bal on the smices even though you bought before it came to on the smices. Potter. You're exempt. Right. Rabbi Omer it's by ratio. And what grows after you acquired it, what goes after you acquire it, yeah. Then you have to take off Shumasim, you have to take off Shumasim Maisis and whatever is Gadar B'Shusi soil. Okay, so that is the end of the Mishnah for the purpose of the Kavanah gets split up, that's why I'm saying that. Scratch it, it's not important. Says Gemara, Kini Masisin. This is what the Mishnah means to say. Loim kar Adam es Sadeu. When it said Loim kar Adam Peiros and Mishmar Lonas Maisis, it's talking about his field, not just your pairs. You're talking about even just telling your field with your pairs. Because don't say, oh, the Ikar Mecher is the Sada. The pairs are tough, so it's not a problem. No, it's still awesome. But Shvius is specifically your field, and the pairs by law. Because otherwise, like we said, you can't sell pairs from Chubarim or Karka, because they're Hefker, they're not yours. Okay. So, Rishim Matir, Rishim permits to sell by Mechubar, not like our Mishnah, even though I got on its Maasros. Neshumar, because he says to the Chaim and Levim, and Mecharti Shali, I sold whatever's mine. Whatever, I say utva, whatever was yours, whatever got you. Tzvei utva shalach. Go and demand it from the buyer. It's not my fault. Okay, so that is actually brings us to the end of this Amud Memazal base. So, and I have to actually go to Mincha. So therefore, leave Avon Machar to tomorrow.